YouTube, this is GodGeo4208 coming back at you with a live reaction, well, a live video. As you can see, got Ruby Rose right here with me. So the Ruby Beacon Academy League is officially started a while ago, and I recently joined. And as you can see, the styles are pretty much on point. And for some reason, behind me, you can see that Wonder Woman is now flat in the back and in the front. She got legs, but
Yeah,
nowadays she has the ironing board booty. So there's that.
yeah, we
And
need hold on. Sorry to interrupt, but what's up YouTube? This is your boy Awkward, aka Q, aka has too many titles to claim. Playing as my homegirl Ruby Rose. I'm with my boy Fox Alexer, Team Ruby, Team Coffee. You know how we do. Now, as my boy Fox was saying about what travesty they did to Wonder Woman here. Look at this. Look at this, folks. She's got the legs. She finally got her legs back. She's
they
got her arms
changed
back.
everything.
But look at
This is
that.
sad.
She went from a good, solid C to almost D cup to freaking B's. Dude,
No,
my girl
she's an A
Ruby's
cup now.
bigger than
Like,
her.
basically,
That's the
she's a straight
sad.
A.
I mean, I can't work on the butt because that's one thing I can't actually do. But she had a nice one. But now look at her.
Yeah.
She's turned to Weiss. Nothing wrong with that. I love Weiss. But Weiss is tiny. She's petite. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, you know Weiss is gonna get you for that later. Can't wait to see that
She's my
conversation.
wife. She's my wifey. She ain't gonna do nothing bad to me. But we are on the run. About to go do some random stuff. Have some fun. Crack some jokes. Maybe beat up some villains. Okay, who am I kidding? I'm going after the biggest one I can find. And I'm gonna whoop his tail. But before all of that, folks, we gotta do duos. Alright, so what are you thinking? Tier 2 stuff first?
Yeah, whatever you need to get done. The lower
I
level in
need
the
every.
group always goes first.
You sound like Yang. Ah. But
Wait, Yang's
yeah.
been saying that?
Yeah.
Dude, she borrowed that from me. I said that in one of my previous videos when I was hanging out with some other friends before.
Ah. Alright, I believe you. But so we're gonna go through tier 2 stuff. Get some beats done, hit flashback and all that fun stuff. Actually, you know what? No, not flashback. We're going after these fools. We're gonna do the duels for Earth. Do each one of these, and then we're gonna go to the nightclub to beat up a giant gorilla that's a punk.
Huh. System still showing that one.
I feel like a noob. I forgot to put all my new gear on my loadout. God dang it.
Has it been that long?
It has been long. Like, oh god. Wait, what? Oh my god, I forgot to switch it. God dang it. Oh well, you know what? I need to come in here as Ruby anyways. It doesn't matter. It's all good. That's the second blonde moment I've had in this game when it comes to actually queuing up for anything.
I gotta admit, Flash has some of the best powers in DC overall.
Let's be honest here. He does. If there's one superpower I ever wanted, I mean, I like being. I would like to be a Kryptonian that's not weak to a darn rock that literally everybody and their mother can pick up. But I would love to be a speedster for the simple fact he, and this may sound stupid, but the fact of the matter is, when you have to deal with you deal with mostly normal villains as the Flash. He doesn't have super strength, even though he can give himself that.
Yeah,
Like,
just
he can
run
make
fast
himself
enough, and then he can do as much damage as he wants to.
No, it's not even that. He can, if he vibrates his muscles alone, and he gets them to tear and then re-heal really quickly, he can make himself one of the strongest actual humans in the world.
That's something I hadn't considered.
Yeah, I've looked up and tried to figure out if I had Flash's powers, what abilities would I use? Like, you've
Would
seen him
Ruby
use the
be able to do
darn...
that with her semblance?
Huh, you have a point there.
Oh,
Ruby
and I
should
don't
be
know
able
if you
to do
noticed, but
that.
my guy is like strictly precision based.
I
Like
mean,
I may rarely even use my powers at all.
Fox
So
is
are we
basically
destroying the
precision.
machines, or are we going without them? Because I got both defeats already.
I need to not destroy the machines. And then I'll come back in here and I'll do the destroying ones later.
Let me guess.
Well,
You
that just happened.
threw one of your powers at this thing?
Nope. I just don't want a shield. I don't have any powers that'll do attacks. I mean, I did my little grenade thing. My mortar.
That probably did it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that probably has like an area of effect. So there are certain weapons you want to consider using as well, on top of which abilities. Like, these guys aren't even worth using powers for.
Unless you're me and I'm squishy.
Well, being squishy is different.
Actually, you know what? Because the musical thing wasn't even there. Maybe that one just destroyed itself. Because there's no way that my mortar can actually destroy that darn thing in one hit.
Then again, your CR is much higher than the needed actual for this, so that's probably also why it blew up.
Yeah. Well, if we're gonna be destroying them, might as well get the other ones too. That we left back there.
So we're just gonna burn through missions wearing the school uniforms?
Basically.
These guys aren't even worth the battle gear, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. While you're cleaning up over there, I am looking for glowing things.
Oh, and there that person goes.
Classic. That could potentially knock out young Ruby Rose. What the heck? What in the...
One thing's for sure.
Aha!
Depending
Found
on
it.
which role you are, you always gotta have way more skill points than expected.
Hello?
Oh, don't tell me the
Yeah.
that type thing is happening again.
Yeah, you got that deep voice going on for you now.
Oh shit.
Oh, you found the ambush bug already. I love when he makes that Back to the Future intro. Alright, let's see.
What's this group loot has?
I just need style for that.
It's been a while since I've done a video for Grim Eclipse, but I may go back to doing that for sure today.
Same. I just make videos about Grim Eclipse like Because I only have the 4 main teams. I only have Team Ruby.
Oh,
I'm
you have
actually
it?
mad about it. Yeah, I have it. Me and Yang play it sometimes whenever she's up to playing it.
I'll admit, it is actually pretty fun.
It
Especially
really is.
Onslaught when it's non-stop. That is one of my favorites.
Mine's is I mean, I like horde mode, but I hate when I have to do the challenge where you can't summon any of the whatchamacallit things.
Yeah,
Any of the
those are
turrets. That is
like
so
getting the
hard.
trophies for it. You really got to have a group that you can trust to actually stick together, or at least
Yeah.
be able to handle themselves in certain areas. Because
True
some of the
enough.
challenges for Ruby Grim Eclipse, you gotta have like basically two of Weiss freezing everything.
Basically speaking. Also, I would like to state that Team Juniper, the team members of Team Juniper are like severely overpowered to me, and I love it.
Now Nora,
Well,
she can like being able to
okay, let's
shoot
be
from a
honest here.
distance is OP.
Yeah, and let me be honest here. Nora, if we're talking about overpowered characters, I'm gonna get the strongest blast of lightning I could possibly get, and I'm just gonna hit Nora with it. I'll be like,
Oh,
alright, you guys want overpowered, I'll give you overpowered. Here's the
Pied
most
Piper helmet.
not here's the most overpowered normal character. Nora, get ready. About to get hit with some thunder.
Considering that she could easily break Hazel's like aura with one hit, one really good hit,
Hmm.
that's OP. Cause that guy did
Oh
not
yeah.
stay down. He took down Crow and just nearly one-shotted him.
And Team Strength is like, okay, so what's my grenade launcher? Oh, I hit it like 3 different times. God dang it. But yeah, I understand what you mean. If somebody could take out Crow, and let's be honest, Crow's like a badass. Period. If you want a badass, you gotta think of Crow when it comes to Ruby. A little help here, Fox. I was having trouble. Oh, please tell me the nat type didn't mess up. Okay. I was about to say, if the nat type just messed up, I'll be done. Alright, there's a blue thing up there.
Yep. Question is, will there be new members that we will be able to attract to join the league?
Oh, it'll be funny.
It would be nice if like two teams of people from Ruby wanted to join. That would that would be that would
Hmm.
be major
Oh,
actually.
it would. Especially since if you do it correctly, you'd be like, alright then. Because you can have a group of like, what, 8 people?
Yeah.
Get all of Team Coffee, get all of Team Ruby, and we just go to battle against everybody. You're like, no, matter of fact, no. We get Team Juniper. Let's do this right. We get the first years to come out, represent, and then
To have Team Ruby, Team Juniper, followed by Team Coffee and Team Sun, and then Cinder's group, because we do have Cinder. That's at least 5 groups right there.
we have Neo as well, actually.
Had Neo, but
Oh God, the
ready?
lag.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Oh,
All
it
right,
actually let
so
that one go. Hey, I'm
never
the one
mind. He's
sticking to
coming to me.
strictly martial arts.
Hell, it's up, huh? I mean, I've been there a couple times. You ever met this? Not the never will be the father of the year. Let's be honest here. And I hate his guts for hurting my girl, my homegirl Raven.
Crap. Those the robots are standing too close. I'm gonna move away from them.
Nice.
Did you get the feet?
Perfect. I gotta wait till this stupid dude stops talking. God dang it. Albert, shut up and just fall down and get knocked out or whatever you do. Shut up about freaking what's his name?
I'll admit though,
I keep forgetting the dude's name.
every time I beat Cersei in a boss battle, I keep thinking to myself, yeah, just like you used to say to everybody else, on your knees.
On your knees, trick.
Because each time the villain goes down, they fall to their knees, say what they're gonna say, and then they just pass out. All right, you got the feet. Nice.
All right.
Okay,
Wait,
a style
what?
that I can't get due to roll. A trinket that's gonna be pointless because it's too low. Or marks. I will take the marks every time.
Vestment of the Magician, Abracadabra. I remember when that was so hard to actually get. Like you had to really grind through this entire game, through this one thing to get the Abracadabra chestplate.
Oh yeah, that chest piece, it's nice and all, but it's like nowadays.
True, but the best one has to be Guy Gardner's vest. Like for selective styles, like you can only make it from certain things, and you can only get it from the villain side.
Yeah, that is true.
That kind of broke my heart too.
I'll admit though, the drowned pirate chest piece is also a good one.
True.
That's probably one of the best styles in the game.
I can agree with that.
Okay, I got a headpiece that I can trade, so I'm gonna sit that in the bank and leave that for another character to pick up.
I'm gonna head to the bank myself. Mark the occasion.
I'm a occult chair. Alright. Whenever you're ready for the next mission, I'm just gonna be putting some furniture in the League's donation box.
Well, okay. That reminds me, which one of us the roles besides mine has the ability to actually set up the leak thing? Let me just check that myself. Ah.
Yeah, you got permission to just about everything. The only two things that's not available is edit motto of the day and spend prestige. Everything else that falls on Yang.
Yep.
It's kind of rough that Blake is going to be gone for 6 months.
Holy crap! I'm gonna miss Blake. He's gonna be gone for a while, but holy hell! Look at this
You know,
squad.
military deployment. That's kind of rough.
Oh yeah, I understand. Most of my parents were in the
And
military.
now Weiss is close to being the weakest member in the group. That's Uh-oh.
They talking about me?
We got Raven in the league, but we still need Crow.
Yeah, you gotta have the brother-sister combo.
Yeah?
I make mostly girl characters just for the sole fact that when I'm running around in this game, I don't like looking at the back of a dude. That
I'll
may
admit,
sound
that
that
is
may sound
understandable.
that may sound bad, but you gotta believe me on that one.
I'll admit, I have guy and girl characters only because it's nice to be able to show off what you can do with the style and just
Mhm.
see what it can become. Although there's a lot of people who look at the characters in a thirsty manner. Like, are you really that desperate to try to date a character that's in a game? Like, come on.
Yeah, weirder stuff had happened. Not gonna lie. Anyways, are you ready, my good friend, to go where we should have gone the first time if I would have did this correctly?
Hey, today is all about the live broadcast. Besides, it's not every day you get to see members of Ruby from the actual anime in something completely outside of their original zone.
Mhm. Holy crap! Why is my girl so pale? What happened? Wait, that doesn't even make sense. Look, what just happened? She was not this pale.
Let me
I gotta
guess.
fix this.
Uh,
I gotta fix this.
Due
Her
to how
skin
pale your
turned
character's
green.
skin is, it must have been a repeat of Ruby Chibi episode 1.
Probably.
Like all that flour got on you, trying to make those cookies again.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what that
Oh.
is.
I'm also having a blonde moment because I'm trying to. Wait, what? Okay. That looks somewhat better. I'm so mad about this. What happened? She has the perfect skin complexion for Ruby. A nice soft milk color. Now, all of a sudden, we walk into this joint. She looks like she's trying to be Raven, but undead. That's not cool. You just don't do that to a guy. Or a girl, for that matter. Also, I think I bit off more than I could chew.
Okay, this guy needs to get out of there. There we go.
When people have shields that have supercharged, you have to have a supercharged shield. And then you got sorcery and nature, like supercharged shields. Who needs those? We can
If
shield
I could
everybody.
add
Darn.
another 100 skill points to this character, I would put at least 50 of that straight into precision.
I can believe that. Hey, Fox, when Fox does his thing, he's precise. He does it right.
It's a one shot. Like literally right now I'm at 4,000 precision. But that's with a trinket activated. Without it, it's like 3,000. So the higher my base precision is, the more OP he is when he activates the trinkets. So and nobody
Also,
wants any of that.
we need to go on a route. Like, not the one closest to us, but the one across the street right here.
I mean, I got a habit of just wiping out every enemy in the entire area. Like, I don't show any mercy.
Yeah, I don't show any mercy to Brainiacs. Or any of these guys, for that matter. I'm going in after him.
Just grouping
really
these
wish I
guys
had
up
Chris
to
and
be
Rose
just
in
like
the
a...
game.
Matter of fact, before I even say the name, You ever played Call of Duty Black Ops 1?
Yes.
The zombies mode, Richthofen, the doctor?
Oh, Ricky Toffin.
Yeah, Richthofen. Like he is he was my favorite character out of all four of them. When the zombies start
Oh,
grouping up and they're chasing you, yes, children, gather around.
oh God.
That's the same way I do the AIs on here. I'll group them up and then I'll knock them out. So that way I don't have to worry about going all over the place one at a time. Takes forever.
Yeah. I mean, since I'm usually a healer whenever I make things, whenever I make a character, like my first character is always a nature healer. Like on PS3 and now on PS4, always nature. Enemies will just follow me, period. Like, I don't have to do anything. I don't attack nobody, all I do is heal, and then everybody wants to come at me. Even when we had a tank.
I'll admit, when I build a healer up on here, my whole goal is to make sure that the restoration is high enough to where basically I could heal any type of damage while doing melees, because as a healer it's good to have the ability where I'm trying to think which tree it is, like every time you melee an enemy you gain power back, so I'm basically keeping my own power bar up, like restoration, precision, and vitalization. Like that's all I build for when I'm making a healer. And sorcery used to be my power. Like that was the first one I ever started with on here, sorcery. The first two powers I played with was sorcery and fire. So that, like, those are my go-to powers. I would use them all day long.
I can understand that.
And Yang has sent the message saying that she kind of used, like, some of the things that I did in my, like, profile or, like, my loadout from YouTube, but she put her own little twist on it. And I gotta admit, I've seen what she's done with it. Like a symbol of joy. If I could help one other person turn their character into a complete monster on here, and they start having a good time with it, then I have done my job.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Huh.
Alright, last little pod is right here inside the building. Oh gosh. Was on side of the building for the longest. Still misses the obvious ledge where all the enemies are.
Yeah, that's an easy one to miss.
Yeah. Alright. Where are you looking, sir? Oh, now you turn towards us. As soon as I was about to try to do that, 1,000 years of death move, Kakashi would have been so proud. Wrong universe, Q. I know. Still fun though.
You know very well that would not work for Ruby. I mean, her little fingers against this giant robot.
It's not the fingers that I would shove up there, it would be this gun. You think I'm gonna let Ruby's hands go anywhere near something's butt like this? Please, I'm gonna shove this gun up this dude's tail. Just for fun.
Come on, stay grouped up.
Oh look, he came out before we even finished the other one. That's weird. Usually he waits until we get rid of all of the little guys.
Yeah, that's right. fall for the uppercut. I swear that uppercut does more damage than any of my power moves. Like, it is ridiculous.
Don't you know why? Have you not played Street Fighter, my friend? Shoryuken!
That is true.
Like, that's the
I've
funnest
seen
part
enough
about
of those
doing
gender equality videos to know about that one for sure.
it. The good old Shoryuken.
Okay, more gear that I could salvage. Put some of those, what do you call it, the exo materials into, and then apply that to boost the XP on my artifacts.
Very nice, very nice.
I do not sell them. I always break them down and then I boost it. And they've even made the trash on here to where you can gain experience off of it. So there's no point in selling anything anymore.
True enough.
Everything can now be used with R&D, so the way they tweak this, I like the results. They tweaked everything in this game to where you can just use it for like R&D purposes. Because it'll help you level up your gear faster. Or better increase your base stats.
Alright, I need to go to my base so that I can fix my crud.
Oh man, I'm gonna go to Metropolis and continue my route picking up those exo materials. The more of this stuff I get, the more I'm gonna salvage and then boost it.
Have you seen how much the low gear costs now?
Well, the thing is, they made it to where people can level up faster and catch up with those who are at the top. But for me personally, it's like, I want the style feats. I want all the feats.
Oh yeah, I miss when we had marks at Triumph and you get to get those by the thousands. Like, that was the funnest part. Because as soon as you got them, you just be hoarding like hundreds of those darn things. Thousands maybe. And then boom. Do I even want that?
And
download.
Had something to send on the phone right quick, was responding. And what? What are you doing?
Running around in circles. I do this to Yang too, so don't worry. This is normal for me.
Noted.
Okay. Alright. Right to patch. See, on the loading screen, that's the Wonder Woman we all know and love. Everything's correct.
Oh, you mean Miss Thickums?
Yes.
That's what I call her, Miss Thickums.
I call her Mom. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I remember now.
Of all the historical warrior figures out there, you gotta admit, Yang would fit in with Amazons. Blake would fit in with ninjas. I'm not sure what group Ruby would fit in with, but I know for a fact.
Ruby.
I know for a fact that Pyrrha would fit in with the Romans, or be it the Greeks, with Achilles and the rest of the group.
Amazons,
so the Myrmidons. Nora, she would be more with the Vikings. or at least
Ren will be
the
with the monks.
Asgardians. Cause I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta admit, Vikings love to fight. So does Nora. But they also love to eat. So does Nora. So that would work for Nora's case. Ren, he would be a good fit with ninjas or even monks.
Yeah.
Whereas Jean, he's more of the type of guy that's always trying to prove himself, so he'd be in there with the knights and whatnot.
Mhm.
What am I thinking? I already have that collection.
Ruby. Ruby will be a speedster. That may not be an actual role, but Ruby would be a speedster, hands down.
I could see that to an extent. Oh, crap.
Everything was looking fine.
Mic is cutting in and
And
out.
this
That means this headset is screwing up. I've had the system for at least a few good years, so this system is dying on me.
it's coming to that
I
time.
will need a new one soon. I'll admit though, I'm not getting rid of this system until the day where it just literally won't cut on. I plan to have at least a new one by then. Maybe even a new one and a backup
Yeah.
on standby.
I got you. I got you. All right, now what was I about to do? As us running things. Oh, did you do your start stabilizer? You did.
Talking
I
about the
will do the
stabilizer
pub.
event? Yeah, I can
Yeah.
do that again.
No, I already did mine too. That's what I was asking.
Oh, okay.
This way we're working on your feet and mine. Ah. After this, I might set up a video for dang one another game I have. I don't know which one though.
I am going with the team. I'm going with the official look from the end of season 2 for Team Coffee now. I forgot, I always repair before I leave. Most people just go from one place to another and they don't bother repairing their gear. Then they wonder
I
why the
know,
gear is
right?
broken.
I'll be looking. I'm like, so you're wondering why you're dying so much? I think I can tell you. All right. Oh wait, I still haven't logged in the stuff for this girl. But because I had to set up my own whatchamacallit.
I gotta admit, recently I started like checking out something, but it wasn't until Yang told me about it.
What?
I had no idea. I think it's called fan fiction. I don't know if you've heard of it, but
Oh yeah, good old fan fiction. There's some stuff on there that you don't ever want to see. I'm saying this now. There are stuff on there that would drive Thing Man crazy and will break your heart.
I'll admit I've
Uh,
already read a good deal of that, so it's like, hey, who comes up with this? What kind of mindset do you have to think of some of the things that people will make up in their fan fiction stories?
I wonder that myself. And I'm a guy that can think of a fan fiction, but when it comes to actually writing stuff down, that's why I go down. Like, you give me an idea, I can give you a story easy enough. But if you want me to actually write it down, that's why I have the issue there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. believe it or not, I've actually have thought of like making up several profiles for like new characters and coming up with my
Mhm.
own comic, but as far as writing it goes, I have more of a block that keeps me from
Yeah.
like completing it. Like it's just what to do as far as the story goes. And then I keep seeing all these different TV shows and movies out there, and it's like people are beyond creative. A lot of this stuff I wish I could come up with myself, but there's so many different
Yeah,
things
I
I've
got
never even imagined.
you. Yeah, I can understand that. I
Like
mean,
one of
don't
my
get me
favorite
wrong.
shows is on Netflix. It's called Dark Matter. I'll admit,
Huh.
this was an amazingly good show. I'm surprised that it had a limited amount of seasons. Like this show, like six strangers wake up on a ship and only one of them remembers who everyone else is. But the problem is when they start to realize who they really are, they're actually a group of wanted criminals, and they are known throughout the galaxy for doing bad stuff. But
Dang.
they changed, like they became like the opposite of what they used to be. So they started being known for doing good deeds instead of bad deeds. But each of them got something crazy in their own past, and it is a like it's a good show. Like each
I
season,
believe you.
it gets more crazy because you see something that's like, hold up, how can you top a season finale like that? How do you kill off a main character in the first season?
That sounds like Game of Thrones. Which reminds me, I have not seen the finale of Game of Thrones
I
yet,
have
even though
not
it came
seen
on.
any of season 8, and I'll admit I've only seen bits and pieces of the other seasons, so it's like I want to get it all on DVD and just watch it myself.
My brother,
I have not
my
heard
brother binge
anything about
watched
the season
it today.
finale or any of that, but I don't plan to. Like if
All
anyone
I,
who reacts to it, who watches this video is like, "Oh, this happened in Game of Thrones," I'm not going to read the comment. I'm just gonna skip over it and be like, "Yep." I'd rather watch it myself.
agreed.
And if I get
I'll
a
be that one
camera
person
someday,
like,
I may even start doing reaction videos, just showing my honest reaction, because I have yet to see. I don't think I've seen an entire season of Game of Thrones. I've only seen like bits and pieces.
I know for a fact I've watched all the way through season 4 to 5 before I started only watching certain bits and pieces because that's the only stuff I could see.
Total videos, I may have seen like maybe 4 or 5 episodes total with a few fight scenes, but that's it. Other than that, my knowledge on Game of Thrones is like close to nothing. And the thing is, I want to watch it. I just want to watch all of it without being interrupted.
Understandable. Also,
Like,
if you go to anything, when you're on fan fiction, don't go to anything that has Game of Thrones in it because it spoils the hell out of it. They will tell you everything.
oof.
So if you want to watch all of it uninterrupted, don't look up any fanfic dealing with Game of Thrones.
I'll admit though, I did not expect to be checking out stories that other people have made up. Oh yeah, no turret
I
feet.
know.
If
Yeah.
you already have the feet.
Um, probably not on her. This is my first time going through a lot of these things yeah, on Ruby. Maybe I did have it. I just don't know it.
Oh wow, it can sell for a decent amount.
why do they keep giving me R&D components? What's going on here? Is there's something coming out that I don't know about?
Like, they've done a lot of recent updates, not just on here, but also on other games as well. And I'll admit, the pieces that I've been looking at, the piece that you're talking about, that's R&D, that used to be trash. Like, everything that you see on here used to be just throwaway material that you just get some money for to repair your gear. Now
Yeah.
they've updated to where you can use anything to faster increase the level of your artifacts. Like artifacts and your augment mods, like all of that can now be boosted faster. And I am just like amazed at how well they're doing with this, because I wasn't sure if DC could get any better. And it's like they keep finding little things to tweak here and there. So now it's like, okay, anything you want to do. You can even go back to low level missions, just grind those. Collect the material from that, just boost up your gear.
Pretty much.
It'd be nice to get all my augments to like maximum level before I even reach CR 200.
Yeah, that'd be real helpful.
And if I can get like 200 skill points, oh my god, this character will be very difficult to bring down.
Yeah, fire tunes, if used in tank role correctly, are hard enough to beat as is. The only reason I could even beat Yang was because I kept healing. Where can I buy a bow? Anywhere. Foxy there?
Yep.
Okay.
I was just collecting something right quick.
Yeah, I got you. Alright,
Running
so
through Metropolis.
I'm in the magic wing, but start buying pieces of gear. Just because I want the styles. Oh. Like
Yeah, I know I saw something. No, I guess my eyes was just deceiving me.
That happens to all of us. Alright, let me see here.
What used to be an exobyte route is now the exo material route. They keep changing the name of this stuff.
I miss the exobytes. That was like my favorite thing to do, because I used to go out and just constantly find them. Like, nobody else would be looking for them, because they'd be like, oh my goodness, this is taking too long, this is too numerous. How did that one guy just sitting there walking around just finding them? I used to have an entire dang one, whatchamacallit, full.
You may have seen me before, like just doing nothing but collecting exobytes, because I remember doing that for one character and then making mods and passing them down to my lower level characters.
Pretty much.
I had like a level 25 fire character before like all the major updates, and was going in like Kondak and actually tanking as a level 25 fire character.
Nah, that's some bull.
Yes. That's like I miss the old days. Like when you used to be able to walk in, because of one group of
just own everybody.
One league I was in, like they would do walk-ins for all the low-level people in the league. I had a character that was like level 20 walk into like what was it? God, the gates of Tartarus, and would come out with a bunch of marks and a bunch of gear. So as soon as I hit level 30, I was going straight to like T4 almost.
Yeah. I mean, you can still walk into like a lot of them. Ooh, wait a minute. Ah, I love that shirt. That's
Some
a nice
places
shirt
you
too.
could walk into, but
For the girl characters. Jessie Quick looks. Why does she look like Yang in a tank top and armored bikini bottoms. Like she looks like this. This looks like what Yang will look like if she had glowing purple eyes.
Hmm.
No, it's not a tank top. This is a short sleeve shirt. My goodness.
Yang's not afraid to flaunt it.
Dang right she isn't. I'm so glad my ship went through though. I was so happy when I found that out.
When you found out
Nothing
what?
but Bumblebee, man. Nothing but Bumblebee, man. That was the ship. That is the ship for me, man. When it comes to Yang.
I'll admit, the first ship that I thought I saw coming was gonna be Yang and Mercury, but then I saw how messed up things got, and I'm like, you know what? Mercury is a bitch.
First ship, like in all of Ruby, was Bumblebee for me. But after that, I had the White Rose, Arcos.
I'll admit, the second ship that I thought I saw coming was gonna be Freezer Burn, because there were some moments between Yang and Whites that did make sense.
True.
I'm sitting there like, I could see hot and cold, fire and ice. I could see that comparison. But Bumblebee is proven to be the most popular ship for Yang. But a lot of those fan fiction stories I keep seeing over and over again, Yang and Coco, and I'm like, okay, that actually does have some appeal to it.
True. Very true.
Mainly because, I mean, Coco is the one with style. She's easily just as strong as she may be just as strong as Yang, possibly. I mean, if you saw when she first showed up in season 2 at the end of in that major fight, she literally deflected a Beowulf's attack with one hand, kicked it in the. I don't know if she kicked it in the knee or. Yeah.
No,
did she kick him in the knee or did she kick him in the nuts? I can't tell.
She kicked him in the nuts. Because he literally went down and grabbed his groin. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. They shouldn't have those. They don't reproduce. That was so funny when she showed up. I was like, she just deflected an attack with a handbag, one-handed, nut shot at somebody, and then brain busted him with the exact same handbag. And then she pulled out a minigun, and I was done. I knew right then and there.
Like
that
purse. If I was
to piss off anyone, I knew right then and there I would piss off no girl inside of Ruby. Period.
Like Coco is that one character in Ruby that can wield her purse like a weapon, just like Levy from Fairy Tail when she one-shot Gagio.
Classic.
I mean, you one-shot a Dragon Slayer with a purse. Who knows what's in that thing?
You deserve all the credit you get. Period. I don't care what anybody says. You knocked out a God Slayer with a purse. Take my money. Take my land. Take him. Whoever you came for. Just don't hurt me. Ooh. Do I have enough to actually get this entire set? I hope I do.
I'll admit, I'm just running around right now trying to collect these exo material because I've already got the straw hat. But in this video, I think I may have shown a few spawn locations for where the straw hat collections spawn at, so.
Ooh. I would love to have a straw hat just because it's cool. Just because it's fun to have.
I mean, this is one of the few styles that brings a person closer to looking like Raiden from Mortal Kombat, and it's just it's a rare style.
True. I mean,
It's
Don't get me
not rare
wrong,
now,
raid is
but
cool,
it's nice
but
to have.
yeah. My personal favorite though, with using a straw hat, had to been when I made Itachi Uchiha. When I made Itachi that one time, I was so proud of myself. Like it was just so fun. All right, I
Like with
need
with
to.
this exact character, his name used to be Scorpion at one point.
Oh God,
Yeah, had the
that
full
explains
style,
a lot.
the flaming skull and everything, like Scorpion, literally.
I can't deal with Scorpion, man. Don't get me wrong, Scorpion's an awesome person, but when you're fighting against somebody that knows how to just spam Scorpion's teleportation and get over here movements so that you can't actually do anything, it ruins a lot.
I'll admit the
Oh,
one-on-one fighting games I don't really play much of. Like I think I've came across too many people that just take the game seriously like it's a religion, and for me it's just
yeah,
yeah, I enjoy the thrill of the fact that you can have these characters do all these amazing things in an actual fight. But that's it for
I
me
can feel
though
that.
on that. You got some folks that take it too seriously, and it's like, oh, okay, I get it. And I see your CR is constantly going up as a healer. Like your real CR is 80 already, but as far as being a healer goes, it's close to 80.
Mm, yep. If there's one thing I always do, I always get my healer classes up, and then I work on my DPS side. Let's see here. What the hell? Angel of Despair, War Council. Yeah, I know you, buddy. Good to see you again. Haven't seen that guy in years, in all honesty. Oh my God. Also, I found out something that if you're running on certain surfaces as a speedster, it will lag your game. Like you'll drop to like 2 frames per second.
Yeah, you gotta be careful what you do as a speedster on this game, cause the lag can be rough.
Yeah, you have one lag spike during the game, and all of a sudden you're somewhere inside of the earth. Like it wasn't even your fault the lag happened, but you still fall into the earth.
Oh wow, I'm reaching a 1 hour mark.
I'm at same. Well, I think
Okay,
that's it for this video.
same
Ladies
here.
and
Don't want
gentlemen,
to overdo it.
this has been